What up, YouTube? Webhead Mike here again, and we've had about just a little under a week to appraise the situation of the OGL 1.2 that's been put out. So some of the more competent minds, I've listened to them, namely Dungeon Craft and Rule of Law, and a bit of Roll for Combat, links to them down below. And a lot of it is as I expected last time. Sounds a lot nicer. A lot more comfort clauses. But still poison pills in it. The biggest one has to be the morality clause, which is what Wizards of the Coast, if they just find anything offensive, you're out. Now that could be anything. Let's say you're making a blog while you're in their partner program or whatever, and you decide, you know what? I am going to detail how they handled the Hadozi situation with the Spelljammer book, because they made the right call. Well, what if someone just decides, okay, well, we don't like you posting those images, so we're just going to take you away. Well, no, wait, I can delete the tweet. No, too late. Gone. Again, you'd be a fool to sign that contract. And it's still rather ambiguous as to whether or not if you publish something while under it, that they then just have the right to just go ahead and take. But no, I don't think anyone should go forward with this. Now, they have opened on D&D Beyond an option to submit your feedback on the OGL nonsense. And which, I think you should. And everyone's got to have their opinion heard. Someone somewhere is going to have a really good insight to give them. I hope they get to hear it. I hope they're respectful to them, because the people you're submitting it to are not the lugheads that need any of your ire. No. So, when you do, just make sure you are respectful. You word things as if your mother or grandmother was in the room and is clearly going to hear you. Think about it that way. Don't think of it as you're just posting a tweet or something to something nameless. No. There is flesh and blood on the other side of that message. However, Wizards of the Coast is also in that statement trying to say, give your feedback on our product on our platform. We'll listen to you. Trust us. Right, because they don't want you talking on YouTube and Twitter or anywhere else about how bad the situation is. And why wouldn't they? Do it on a platform they can control. So that way, when the feedback closes at the end of February, they can say, oh, look at all this feedback we got. Oh, and it's all so positive. Oh, this is the greatest. Oh, look at these. We listened to the community, and now we're going forward. Mind you, they still don't have any authorization to remove the OGL 1A. And how do I know? Ryan Dancy, the author, came out and said, well, this is supposed to be something like a Linux or something open source to be used forever. And again, it's amazing that he can say that so willingly and without any recourse whatsoever from Wizards of the Coast. It's almost as if that was something agreed upon. Because if there was anything potentially nasty that could come of it, there'd have had to have been a clause to say that they can't do that. It's probably why you don't hear Critical Role saying anything more forceful than what they've already given. They probably have a non-disparaging clause or some NDA that they can't be as transparent. Now, I'm sure they're being genuine, but we all can look at that and go, that is sanitized. It went through some PR. Probably much like this current OGL post did. You look at the wording. Oh, it's by someone with a name. We can look to him and see a face. Oh, he's someone just like us. And again, no shade to him. He was probably just given this job. There's no telling how long he was on the job before he was given this, and Wizards of the Coast might be viewing him as a sacrificial lamb for whatever situation bad that's going to come of this. Again, like I said, constant vigilance is what's required right now. Because, again, they're going to think you're going to take your eye off the ball. Look at us. We're doing so well with everything. We're listening to you. And while they're whispering those sweet, sweet nothings, they will kill the goose that's laying the golden egg for them. Under the OGL 1A, Wizards of the Coast has had beautiful growth. The community has seen plenty of products, plenty of support. So why must they do this? We don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Are they in debt horribly? Is Hasbro looking at them and going, hey, you better start pulling your weight on something. Can't just be Magic the Gathering. You got other products too. And I have to wonder, that might also be why they're expanding out into this movie and this show. And who knows if they're even going to... And there's no guarantee any of them are actually going to be good. Now, I'm fully willing to give them a fair shake. But trust lost is trust lost. You have to deposit before you can withdraw again. I mean, it has star power behind it with Chris Pine and Michelle Rodriguez. But Justice Smith? Is he a star? I seem to remember he was in a Pokemon movie that didn't hit $1 billion. Pokemon is a massive property, far bigger than Dungeons & Dragons is. And that couldn't hit $1 billion. And that was a fine movie. I'm surprised it didn't. But again, constant vigilance, make your voice heard on their platform and anywhere else you can voice it. But until next time, well, that's all I have to say about the matter. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did I get anything right? Leave a like. But that's it. Until next time, Webhead Mike, out.